And now I'm going to introduce Olga, who's going to talk a little bit about One Congregation, One Family.
One Congregation, One Family is the newest program that addresses homelessness in Fort Collins. The program itself was started back in 2006 in Denver by the former mayor, John Hickenlooper, when he was still a mayor. He was very interested and blessed this program in Denver, and it proved very, very successful. It has a very simple mission: one congregation, one family. If one church, every faith organization in the city takes care of one homeless family at a time, how many less homeless families are there going to be in our city if every church takes care of at least one family? So this is the very simple mission. And back in last year, in 2012, this program was started in Fort Collins. We decided to give it a try, and 2 mentor teams were formed at this church, at Plymouth Congregational, and 2 homeless families were referred by the Faith Family Hospitality. And mentor teams started working with those 2 families to see how is it going to go. There was not a lot of knowledge about what's going to happen or what the program is going to be like, but it worked, and it worked perfectly. So the mission of the program is each church that would like to participate in the program would provide a mentor team, would form a team of the church members, a team of about 6 to 8 people that will agree to meet with one family over the period of 6 months. And they will be meeting not to teach that homeless family how to live or how to do things, not to enable them, but to become friends, to create the connection, to create the relationship with that family, and to be a strength, to be somebody that that homeless family can lean on, can rely on, can ask the hard questions, just can become friends. Because a lot of time, it is the very simple friendship and very simple connections that are missing in the lives of the homeless families. And that is the very, very important for them. So, that's how it started. The 2 mentor teams started working with the 2 families. They helped those families to understand what it means to go day by day, living what a lot of us call the normal life, but for some it would be a completely different lifestyle. And they helped those families to find a place to live, to find the housing. The only financial responsibility of the mentor team, of the church team, is to help the homeless family with the move-in costs, with the deposit and the first month's rent. It's a big lump sum that usually is very hard to pay in one whack for a family that is trying to get into the housing. And that would be the only financial responsibility of the church to help the family with the move-in cost, which is approximately $1,500 between the rent and between the deposit and the first month rent. Then the mentor teams go through different issues, the simple issues like financial or childcare or work issues, and again, not to teach the family how to live, how to work, how to raise the children, how to use the money, but just a friendly advice that the friends share between themselves. How do you do it every day? This is how I do it. You can do it the same, or you can find your own way, and I would love to help you in that. And that really worked. What we are looking into right now is we are in need of more congregations, more churches that would like to take on to this mission of forming the mentor teams to take one family at a time from the streets. And I truly believe that one congregation, one family really has its own place here in Fort Collins, in our community. And the way I see this place is somewhere right in between family faith hospitality. Once they take the family literally off the street and places that family into welcoming and loving church setting, but there is time when it's time for the family to move on to their own place, their own apartment or house. And that is exactly where one congregation, one family would pick up that family and let them get into their own long-term housing, into their own apartment or their own home, and make them successful in that home. Assure that that family will stay in that home and continue paying rent month after month, not depending on outside sources of assistance, but depending on their own income, on their own strength, and of course, the support of the community, the support of their friends that they make through the mentor team. And then, it's still not the end. And then, after one congregation, one family, after the 6 months of working with the mentor team from the church, there is still continuation of the process. Outside, we have a table with a circles program. That might be a very good moving on point for the family to move on to the more long-term support system, support of the allies and the mentors. And of course, through one congregation, one family, the idea is that that family, the homeless family, will find their spiritual family, their spiritual home, and they will stay at that church that worked with them for a long time. And this is a very short outlook because, again, this program is a very, very new program. We just worked with 2 families. It was very successful. And again, we are looking for more congregations, more faith groups to join this effort of one congregation, one family, and go together, side to side, hand to hand, with the homeless families and make them successful.